he doing? They know your radio city teams and say, yeah, the MP before you penny, but they're not OPR person who say, we are extortionist, and I say when you're extortionist. And are you going to admit that or not? Suing Sammy Gyamfi, because it was going to be a one-on-one thing. No, he's giving the case a lot of branches. Because you see, now we are going to bring in multimedia, meaning everybody who was on that set, on that show, the producer, the receptionist, whoever was involved, they need to come in as witnesses.
All right, abusuya ya science super share bi me sha say dia na ensem no, dia kwa ne dia ba ni na e na ye transe edi e ho enkomo na abusuya sese am na okasa dia e kobedu tailor aba be di nkomo afa eye efutu Jesus Christ one che say Kevin aba be expose Afenyo-Markin any doctor like Mahmoud Bawumia ne nsem a waka e dia kire eye Afenyo-Markin either Afenyo-Markin will stay back and I say obeko court abusuya and obeti nchechemu eye ankasa che say ano odin ye Ghana Politics TV me say the first time I need you now subscribe e dey ma me say any update bia so etomu a onso obenya bi eti na wa share ama afoforo nso anya bi etie enti abusuya enan komoni yina efa Afenyo-Markin so obeko court and I say onko court ne nkomo okakodi e o parliament Kevin Taylor o abedi nkomo ache nsem bi mu denti Afenyo-Markin asiu eye multimedia platform ena Eric Ajay ena eye Sammy Gyamfi I can say one siu only Sammy Gyamfi I can say multimedia odobia fra because case ni beche bi ekoye Sammy Gyamfi nko a ye bedi ni fast abusia Kevin Taylor bedi nkomo endra medika kacho say eye Afenyo-Markin wako eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ni fia chese Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia akanse bi e de chenande Kevin say eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia e kan kire Afenyo-Markin say so wanko quarter by Thursday ye begin in the position afinisem enunti na endra parliament Afenyo-Markin e bedi sa nkomo na chese ano odin Kevin Taylor nkomo bedi ye no wa ye big expose aye revelation bi wo mu abusuya yenko na yenko tie emra.
A same way about Gold Board, Bank of Ghana, extortion, echo almost a week. Afenyo-Markin is a lawyer. Afenyo-Markin has a law firm. Afenyo-Markin needs to protect his integrity. Afenyo-Markin went on several media networks. Afenyo-Markin is the leader of a minority group in parliament, once a majority leader. But the question everybody will be asking, and they say, I then Afenyo-Markin and take key action legally. In fact, at a point, Afenyo-Markin released his statement on his own Facebook page that he was going to take legal action against Sammy Gyamfi and the people who are saying, he is an extortionist and a blackmailer. Yet now, the next day, Oko Radio, so he ran away from that question. Yebusan say, now Afenyo, are you not going to take Sammy Gyamfi to court? And Hona Oka say, even Jesus Christ was attacked, and that him, Mr. S, get me the video, and that him, he's going to keep quiet because Jesus kept quiet. And this statement he made was this morning on radio and on TV. In fact, for about a week now, Efutu PDD, Efutu Jesu, Afenyo-Markin, he has been jumping from one radio to the other. Now, about critical that Yebusa no TV is Afenyo, and this was yesterday night or this morning. Yebusa is Afenyo. Asama Sammy Gyamfi Kano, you have refused to answer the question. Asama Sammy Gyamfi Kano, you as a politician and a lawyer, you are supposed to react to it and dare Sammy Gyamfi. But it's been like a week now. You have not, even after making some statement on your Facebook page, a statement you put out that you were going to go to court and that you came out again and said you were not going to court. Unye ready to pursue because Jesus Christ by nipa attack no wanke bibia nti una we efutu for Jesus. Enti anya dia also be dey also be attack Sammy Gyamfi and the allegations. So you made it clear. Besides, get me the video because I want to play the video. Now make sure the scene there. Into Wechiguo this morning was all over the place. And what was he doing? The now your radio three teams and say Ye the MP before ye mpene, but they not opia person who say, we are extortionist and answer when you're extortionist. And are you going to admit that or not? So, and Nopa, Afenyo-Markin could not give a direct answer. Say, or the Ayedian, or the Sammy Gyamfi and now Omomokas or extortionist no Ebeko court. That's fine. Now, and Nopa, yes, sorry, now Afenyo-Markin say, or call Mahamudu Bawumia. Na oneba omia kodin komo and anopanya sorry you know even before and the Monday no yesterday when Afenyo-Markin was on TV he emphatically made it clear say ono oyefutu Jesus intenya de obekọ court bia na ono no sa case de hia no now and when Nigeria said the NPP caucus of parliament omo Afenyo-Markin kwaje $1 million na wa mo mu bi no edi no they wanted to sit with him one on one because I can tell you for a fact to say MPP 87 normal canon, they know Afenyo-Markin is a thief. He took the money. That one is a fact. There's a group Omoha. They want Afenyo-Markin to leave the front for somebody to occupy. It does not matter what because they know say or they understand say Afenyo-Markin has been tainted. And the minority caucus, no, they are divided totally because there are some people in the minority caucus they know they can take that job because as we speak now, there's no way Afenyo-Markin, whatever happens in court or not, he's going to get that credibility to lead the MPP in parliament. They know. They made it clear this morning when they had a meeting. Now, Afenyo-Markin called Bawumia Wanopano. Mahamudu Bawumia kachere Afenyo-Markin say, he's giving him two options. Okay, it's either he go out there and sue Sammy Gyamfi, or by Thursday, they will announce a new leader of the MPP in parliament. These were the two things that Mahamudu Bawumia ekachira Afenyo-Markin anopawi. The reason why I just say, look at the sequence, how things pan out from morning. Anopatututu no ko edieho, oko eye Bawumia ho. Now, the night before Oko Bawumia, which is yesterday, he granted an interview. Now, the question here is, if Afenyo-Markin was going to go to court today, time and a journalist Ribusa and say, are you an extortionist? He would have said, yes, I am going to court, so I'm not going to talk about it. But you see, time Yebusa Afenyo-Markin question no, before he went to Bawumia, no, Afenyo-Markin was still adamant. He was still in that position, say, he wasn't going to go to court. In fact, let's listen to what he said the night before he met Bawumia the following day. You will know where I'm coming from. This Afenyo-Markin, the night, yesterday.
We'll be going to court on the other issue regarding...
I have made certain
I've seen your statement.
I'm saying I've made certain statements. I would rely on them without more. Don't rush. You see, in the Bible, Jesus was accused, wild allegations. He kept quiet and watched them. He could have done anything, but you see, when you are dealing with situations, the people of Ghana expect a certain level of maturity from me. The people of Ghana see that this is an accomplished businessman. He's been in the space for some time. He's leading a group. The tradition of the party MPP that I lead expects a certain level of conduct. So if I would be carried away with emotions, I will fail. It's not an emotional game. It's not a game that somebody attacks you, you should also react. No, you won't get it. There's always a bait in politics. But
you see this as a bait?
I'm saying that there is always a bait. No, I'm
asking you specific questions.
I'm saying that there's always a bait in politics. And don't underestimate. Opponents also have a strategy. I was a majority leader. I know how government operates. I know how government can divert attention. So I've been there. Because the government must hold itself together. So it can be throw this in. Today, social media, let's divert attention. Let's stay in the man. But look, Carlos.
Is that what is happening?
Carlos, in opposition, like I said, was Atufose not in court? Was it not worse than my situation?
It was a simple question. Are you going to go to court? But when to me, I'm answer. Winnie bibi ano pay na call Baumia hono and Baumia man two options. Baumia can say it's either you go to court or you forfeit your position as the leader of the minority. That is why this afternoon Afenyo-Markin had to go to court. See, Oko Mahmoud Baumia anopano. So nanka Afenyo-Markin obeko court from last week and Kobe catch him so obeko court. The last interview in Quebec catch him playing say he's going to court because he's not guilty. He's not an extortionist. He's not a blackmailer. But that time I know because I said no shaba umia. Na onim meeting e be so pay no what was going to come up. O shaba umia no panana ba umia catch and say what you have done. I am the leader of the party. Right now your credibility is tainted. Leading this minority piglets. You have nothing on around you where gas beer anybody can trust your word. So Baumia gave him two options. It's either you enter court to save yourself of the embarrassment, at least for now, or by Thursday this week, you will no longer be the minority leader. And I told you, this guy Afenyo-Markin, okay, say, Onko kuni bamfa meji 2 million obeye. Okay, Afenyo-Markin say, Oncho ni party. No fankoji to me, Afenyo-Markin beye. He needs the power than anything else. That is why, reluctantly, on Peso beye, he ended up in court today. And you see what he did? Because he knows that he is guilty of what has happened. Do you know what he did? He intentionally, let me show you. Get me. No. I need he intentionally, because who made the statement? Sammy Gyamfi making a statement, right? From the onset, it was Sammy Gyamfi. He made it on 2 platforms, the press conference and when he went on Newsfile. Now, the person who made the statement, because he knows that if it is only Sammy Gyamfi or Siwa case, they be quick, Afenyo-Markin sued Sammy Gyamfi. Afenyo-Markin sued a multimedia group. Afenyo-Markin sued Erica J. And then he basically added some people to it to blow the case up. Meaning, this case can never be dealt with within a month, 2 or 3. This case can be in court for the next 2.5 years. So instead of Afenyo-Markin just suing Sammy Gyamfi because it was going to be a one-on-one thing, no, he's giving the case a lot of branches. Because you see, now we are going to bring in multimedia, meaning everybody who was on that set, on that show, the producer, the receptionist, whoever was involved, they need to come in as witnesses. You don't take 6 months to do that. You don't take a year to do that. That is one. Now, anybody who was involved in the production, at this point, if multimedia decides to respond to this suit, every single person or what production more count, assistant producer one, caller, everybody is in there because it's multimedia you are suing. It is widening the case. Now he goes further to go add Erica J because he knows when he adds Erica J, he's still giving the case another branch. Then he adds Sammy Gyamfi. What he is doing now is that he's basically widening the case up. Because between other Sammy Gyamfi, within 2 months or a month, this case will be over and everybody know he's an extortionist. But what he's doing is that he's opening the case up, giving the cases a lot of branches. Send me a started case where I'm telling you, about 2 years or court. Because before you cross-examine every single multimedia person who was involved in that production, it is not going to take 2 weeks. It's not going to take 6 months. It's not going to take a year. It is going to, because they have objections. They are also going to interdict. They are going to interject. They are going to, even case management is going to take over 7 months. Because multimedia needs to get everybody in. Because Sammy Gyamfi needs to also get his people in. Erica J. So what this guy is doing is Onumse is guilty. But he's strategically protecting his position as the minority leader in Timako court. But I mean, you Sammy Gyamfi now, as some way by Erica J. Kabi. As some way by that you are an extortionist. Was it only Erica J. and Sammy Gyamfi and multimedia? 90% of the media in Ghana, they all spoke on this matter. Why have you singled out multimedia? because the multimedia guys will help him drag the case. Because you see, sa obina otono oyam pipini. Sa otele Kobra Santino otono oyam pipini. The production team, sa omo producer Kromfolo ne otele koji sikano oyam pipini. They can make sure this case is dragged for a long time. Because now Erica J came on their show. And they have every right to drag the case. It's Afenyo-Markin, he knows that extortion as well as Sammy Gyamfi can end no, but he is trying to buy time. Anytime I catch the MPP for say, let's even say ye Jimmy and I say mwe Jimmy, which normal, which you people are foolish. What has happened alone would never leave Afenyo-Markin. He's going to live with it. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, this is the first minority leader who basically could not deny emphatically on TV in straight language that he never extorted anything from Sammy Gyamfi. He was never able to do it. This is the same person who is always backing and screaming. And I understand at Efutu, his own place, his competitor, who is the NDC candidate, Afenyo-Markin, basically set him up. When the guy spoke on it, in less than 24 hours, Afenyo-Markin was in court. How long has this statement taken? Over a week. And there's nowhere on any platform Afenyo-Markin was bold enough and emphatically in his statement that I never extorted anything from Sammy Gyamfi. He has never been able to do that. The reason why he went to court today, the reason why he said today I'm going to court was Bawumia gave him two options. Bawumia catch and say, it's either you go to court or Thursday we change you. He has no option. Now, when you go to the minority side, the likes of Kojo Ponkrumane, Samia Ukumo, so they want to lead. They want to move forward. I mean, Adams, or Eternity Sabaumia, and Yakatu Teams of the finance minister, they all want to come and lead. Senebea, they can be heard. Now, it is also split into two. There's a group who are saying, say, 1 million. They are there. The Jerry and the Afenyo-Markin. Did you see MPP minority members charge, even do a press conference to protect Afenyo-Markin? No. Because they later found out that it is true. Afenyo took $10 million cedis, 1 million equivalent, and then he spent the money alone. In this whole study here, they all made vague statements about this gold board Afenyo-Markin extortion case. You did not get the minority come together that we are doing this press conference to defend our leader. You didn't see that. You didn't see 2, 3, 4, 5 minority members come together to say, we are today demonstrating, doing a case, petitioning the president. No, all of them went their way because they know for a fact from the evidence they all have, Afenyo-Markin actually is an extortionist. And as we speak, the minority in parliament is divided. Majority of them are saying that the flag bearer should make sure that Afenyo-Markin is changed, because the honest truth is, in Ghana today, the tag on Afenyo-Markin, which he was never able to stand on TV, radio, any platform to emphatically say no, it is on him. You see, so because we're Kromfo, and you'll be the opportunity to have a media platform to speak on. So because we're Dibone, and you'll be that opportunity to speak on big platforms. Afenyo-Markin got the opportunity to speak on about 7, 8 major networks in Ghana. He was never able to say emphatically that I never gave money to Sammy Gyamfi or tried to induce him or whatever. He was never able to do it. Into the colleagues Nanka said himself, this guy, the moment you see him on TV speak, the moment you see him on any platform, they are born what to say extortion. So this guy, it does not matter the gymnastics or Ben or courts. It does not matter that I have sued, I have done this. The issue is they are born what to say extortionist. He is, and that is what has been printed in the heads of people, which is true. If the Afenyo-Markin is trying to play a game, and he is trying to make Ghanaians think, say, Jimmy, all that he's doing now is Oferisa Bawumia be changing. But I want to advise the NPP. Mamika Bibinchiramo. You guys, I know most of you don't like me. The same as the NDC. You, the NPP, I know most of you don't like me. And it's the same in the NDC. From the Jubilee House to appointees, I know all those who don't like me in the NDC. So if you people in the MPP don't like me, it doesn't even bother me. I'm going to say this today. From the Jubilee House, all the way to appointees in the NDC, I know every single person who doesn't like me. But is that going to stop me from doing what I'm doing? No, because I don't care. And some of the people in government who don't like me sometimes try to reach out to me to help them. Oh, our agency, we are doing this. Can you project it? I know you don't like me. But I'm not stupid. I've been in this game for a very long time. I have been in this game for a long time. I know what to say and what not to say, and who to admit and who not to admit, and who to smile to and who not to smile to. So I understand this. Mameka have been MPP for. But I can tell you on authority that Afenyo-Markin leading you, the minority. I know your ego is at play here. You feel like the moment you change Afenyo, end this that is the same mistake you made with Mahamudu Bawumia being your flag bearer. In politics, Edru Babia, you take off the ego cloth. You sit down. You ask yourself the hard questions. It's painful. And that is what the NDC did after losing 2016 elections. They sat down, took off their clothes, and asked themselves the hard questions. So they did a great, deep reflection. And you people, you have allowed your ego, your childish, foolish attitudes to take over you. And you're allowing some people to cloud the party with their own parochial, political, foolish ambition. Yeah? As far as Afenyo-Markin is the minority leader in parliament, Mahamudu Bawumia's campaign is already defeated. When was the last time you heard Miracle Abuaje speak on this World Bank, IMF statement and directly mention Sammy Gyamfi's name? Have you heard him? Go and ask him why. Anyways, you go to jail. Your communication, your leadership is done. There's nothing. When was the last time the person contesting for the National Communications Director of the party, he cannot mention Sammy Gyamfi's name? I'm not saying attacking Sammy Gyamfi. He cannot even go hard on the gold board. You know why? Mumusano. Your party is done. It has collapsed. Obia yekutari shwalization has been done. Donalization. You're born, don't call me. That is how bad your party is. You need some serious reflection. You people need to sit. Afenyo-Markin has destroyed your party. On one kasa, do you think Afenyo-Markin can pick a mic and convince any Ghanaian in Ghana that vote for Bawumia? How is anybody going to say, hey, Afenyo-Markin Akamijidi? Ask yourself. Don't be angry. Don't be pissed off with me. This is more of politics than emotions. I'm asking you, do you think any rational, intelligent person will listen to this man and say, oh, Oenukafo, who in this country? Now, when you go on social media, you listen to the mainstream, you can see people are just like, how can they change this guy? But the flag bearer is a comedian. He's a junkie. He's a joker. He's not a man enough. Anything a small boy to me, ready for you, not that want to want to bro. He does not understand life. He still does not. His horizon is bleak. Politics to him is like Adanko Dadade. The Bawumia people are following is not a man enough to make some very emphatic decisions. Do you understand? And see, as far as this guy leads you people, your party leadership in parliament is already divided. You need to put this in your head. As far as this guy is still leading your party, this case being in court, your party, the 87 piglets following him, it is already divided. Wakwaji 1 million ediye. Yes, say oji anawanji when to man can say in court because Mahamudu Bawumia say onko court. Kono. Because of him so guilty, he was never going to go. So uncle court in that and Thursday in Kesano. And even court here also there are people in parliament, one colleagues they don't want him. They are still insisting that as far as this guy is the face of the party in parliament, we cannot pull anybody in. And it's a fact. Well, we are going to are you going to listen to Afenyo-Markin because the tag, I remember the video now. What do you see in parliament in there? You look at him, he looks like an extortion. He's an extortion. You can see. Oh, say, Okasa Afe, you are not even listening to him. You are looking at him, say, you are a bad person. And that is what Afenyo-Markin is. And right now, when he starts to even speak in parliament, you are not even listening. You are looking at this guy and say that, or you say, Jimmy Anna, why 1 million, $1 million. And now, we're trying to, Patricia PJ, Abrwa Poso, the new Fusata, and Jimmy for the Dinechi, or Jimmy Omo. Now, when I play his video, now let me run you through some psychological thing before I play you Afenyo-Markin's video. I can look at you this way, and it can mean two things. It can mean I am angry or I am happy. Now, when somebody does something and naturally, and yes, we've been at the tag, naturally, from his past records, you see that thing in the person. The moment the person comes before you, it does not matter what they will say. And intina, it is very important. Say time Afenyo-Markin case way back out, he was supposed to be quick, emphatic to say, I never extorted or took anything from Sammy Gyamfi. That statement that Afenyo-Markin was not able to do, and he has not been able to do now, no, and then a man guilt, no, clear. Now, when he speaks and you watch him, you don't even listen to him. You look at the guy as a liar. You look deep in him. You can see everything that he's doing is all fake. You can see that all that he's doing is acting. But the real him is an extortionist. He's a blackmailer. You can see the aggression in his language. It is not because he is fighting to redeem himself, because he knows that the little thing he has done, that he's been doing for years, it has now been exposed. Until you can see he's uneasy. He doesn't know. Right now, he's telling himself, is my political career going to end now? When these people change me, what am I going to do? All the people I've offended, the people I've extorted, the things I have done behind the scenes, what am I going? So right now, he's just doing this because by Thursday, so listen to him. That's why today, watch him in parliament. You can see it's written all over him.
In the face of the allegations of extortion leveled against me, I have chosen to take high moral ground by submitting myself to the processes of the law. I have accordingly caused writs to be filed in suit number GT 1029/2026, entitled Osahin Alexander Afenyo-Markin versus Samuel Gyamfi and Multimedia Group Limited at the Accra High Court, and suit number GR/AC/CC/C5/02/2026, entitled Osahin Alexander Afenyo-Markin versus Eric Ejay and Peace FM at the Chimota Circuit Court. I have every confidence that in the fullness of time, the court will make the appropriate determination on these matters. Mr. Speaker,
he is very hopeful that the court, this is the same person a week ago was telling the Chief Justice that the Chief Justice is a criminal. They orchestrated the removal of Tokonu. You see how foolish these people are. You see how stupid. You see how stupid these people you call politicians, some of them are. This guy a week ago was sitting on TV telling the whole Ghana that the Chief Justice, the current Chief Justice who has worked hard to get to where he is, he sat on TV to say the Chief Justice is a criminal because he and Puaman and the rest, they connive, they orchestrate, they actually did the coup. This fool today has gone to court to file a case. Now you get it. Yakaso omo Jimmy a mo se we mu de omo botai no dodo na Jimmy chen omo na abonten so anyoma. So the same court, you are accusing the Chief Justice of being a criminal, the other Supreme Court judges of being criminals. Today, you are going to them for justice. You are a monkey. There's no respect. Yeah? I saw a video today of one guy, team, during the editorial meeting. I sent that video, I don't know, sitting on Joy News. And you see, and the guy was being blunt. he said that Afenyo-Markin is a fool because he is a lawyer. And for Afenyo-Markin to even sit on TV as a member of parliament to categorically say that the Chief Justice and the other Supreme Court judges orchestrated the removal of J. Mensah, he believes that Afenyo-Markin basically is a stupid fool because he's also a lawyer and he's trying to undermine the judicial service. I was listening. Now, the sad part of this, besides, get me this video. The people who were sitting with him, they were like, oh, my friend, you can't use such words. That is the problem we have in Ghana. Afenyo-Markin is a lawyer. Afenyo-Markin has a law firm. Afenyo-Markin's law firm is under the judicial services. Afenyo-Markin needs to understand that as a lawyer and a politician, you cannot just go out there and malign the Chief Justice and say the Chief Justice and his group are criminals. Now, a fellow lawyer steps in to defend the judiciary. So, oh, my brother, you didn't talk well. Nanke Jimmy ya, then a minority leader, Tumitana TV, so say the Chief Justice, the other Supreme Court judges, they have done a coup. How can you make such a statement? But we sit in Ghana, in Penifone Jimmy Chan Korano, don't do anything. We always are quick to talk about morality instead of asking for what we call wisdom in our actions. Yeah, it's a nine into Obi Jimia. Yes, so when Afenyo-Markin was on TV, I have been in business for long. It does not matter. You can be one of the best businessmen, but you are an extortionist. Somebody has extorted to the point where he's a billionaire. It does not make you not an extortionist. It is about you, what you have done. Until every time they are caught, pants down, being criminals, what they do is they hide behind age, what I have achieved. Afenyo-Markin, I can tell you for a fact that majority of your wealth, if today we tell you to come and account for your wealth, you will not be able to do it because it is not clean. Not everything is clean. Until you can't sit on TV and say, me as a renowned businessman, I don't fucking care about your businessman. There are armed robbers who at the end of the day are rich, but they are still armed robbers. They are prostitutes, without due respect, one of the biggest long-serving careers in this world. They are prostitutes by profession. They'll be able to take care of their family. It does not take away the prostitution. There are people who are sycophants. So you having money, you being a businessman or you being a politician for long does not take you away from being stupid or an extortionist. Now, this is what the guy said. And my issue is, Jimmy, see, listen.
We'll be going to court on the other issue regarding...
I have made certain...
Team, I don't know. I think I missed it. Okay, I have it here. Now, I missed the video. My team just sent it in. Now, I want to show you something. Other people who were sitting on the show, they were like, oh, my brother, the tone is too much. No, this is Afenyo-Markin who is destroying the court. This is Afenyo-Markin who is a lawmaker. This is Afenyo-Markin who has a law firm. Now he sits on TV to say the court, the judiciary, the Chief Justice, the senior Supreme Court judges are criminals. And today this fool is saying, I am going to court for justice. Which criminal in Ghana court is supposed to listen to your case? I'm asking you. Criminal Ben Supreme Court until